last Blockbuster on Earth.
Thank you for coming and visiting.
Oh, of course. Oh my God, I have so many questions here. All right, but we are going to start with late fees.
Yes, we do have late fees.
You still have late fees.
Yes.
How much is it if I'm late one day for a DVD?
Depends on how long of a rental it was.
All right.
So if it's a week renter, it's 99 cents, or 49 cents, sorry,
49 cents.
a day. If it's 3 nights, it's 99 cents a day.
All right, so those
way better
the
than
late
what it
fees
used to
are and they're cheaper than Netflix late fees too.
Yeah.
So, all right, and then the next question I need to get into. Most Blockbusters smelled like wet carpet and body odor. Just walking into this one, it actually smelled really nice.
Yeah.
How do you upkeep the smell to have it not smell like the old
You know,
Blockbusters?
we switch out our carpets pretty often. We have carpet squares, which is great.
See, this is why the old Blockbusters failed, is they didn't change their
There
carpets.
you go. They didn't have those old, ugly, spackled carpets that we used to have that were from the 80s and 90s. No, and then it's great because we have Papa Murphy's next door. So we have pizza, take and bake pizza, and movies. And usually it smells like nasty old pizza in here. So I'm really surprised. You got here on a good day, it didn't smell like that.
We got here in the opening.
It did.
So, well, shout out to the Alaska one. So when I went to that one, they were selling everything. Like literally everything. They were selling the racks. You know those little cards on top where it's like drama? And I bought all of them. But it's funny, so I brought them back home and I would play the smell test with my friends. I'd be like, close your eyes and smell this. And of course everyone's like, no. But eventually I got someone to close their eyes. I'm like, what do you smell? And they're like, nostalgia. Like, and so I think the original smell might come a little bit from that plastic too. That would come in with that.
Do you remember opening up DVD cases?
Oh, do I ever? That's my
Especially when they're in a hot car all day long and you go to open it to see if the DVD's inside. Nothing's better than that. You know, we won't even say what it smells like. But it was pretty gross.
So speaking of, let's segue into some questions about rentals.
Sure.
So back in the day, we're all used to going in. We would go on Tuesday to get our new rentals. Is that still like a movement? Do people still come in on Tuesday excited to get the new Men in Black or whatever the
absolutely. Every Tuesday, we still have everybody coming in. We still have new releases on Tuesday. The only difference is for the last few years, even actually before Dish closed the Blockbuster corporate stores, Disney doesn't sell to private retailers anymore. And so when there's a big Marvel movie or any type of Lion King that just came out, what do we have? Our Lion King's getting ready to come out. Toy Story's getting ready to come out. On Tuesday morning, I have to go buy those before the store opens.
Wow.
So that's one of the differences. But yeah, every Tuesday we still have new releases. Every Friday and Saturday, it's still people wanting us to dig in the Dropbox, just like old days. So yeah, nothing's changed.
So instead of going to, we need to rent Toy Story 4, you're like, I'll be right back, and you're in the theater like,
no, we're not quite that bad. No, we're going to the local retailers and buying it.
So speaking of, I remember at Blockbuster we would put on, we would have to, Mike DeLuca, shout out, we used to do that, we have to put the trailer on all day. Obviously that doesn't exist anymore, they don't make that for one, so you guys can watch movies all day now.
Yeah, and you know, before the corporate stores were closed, we were a franchise. So this store opened in 1992 as a private mom and pop, and then we became a Blockbuster franchise in 2000. And then I came to the store in 2004, so I've been here 16 years this year.
16 years?
This year's going to be my 16th year, yes.
Wow. Did you have any other who's the longest tenured employee behind you?
Well, probably Dan, who's the store manager for me.
Okay.
And he's been here, I think, since 2008. So he's been here a long time. And then my son, my youngest of my sons, still is here, and he was 4 when I came to work here, so yeah.
That's amazing.
It's really crazy. So he works here. So he kind of grew up in Blockbuster. But I've had lots of longevity over the years.
I can imagine. And I assume you get a huge influx of applications on the daily.
We do get quite a few applications in the store. Not maybe as many as we used to get, but we still get quite a few. And we get a lot of people emailing us from all over the country. Are you guys hiring? It's like, are you going to move to Bend? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Pack up. Come over here.
My last 30 emails that I wrote to you guys about that. So do you have any really young employees? Because, back in the day, we would, when I started working there, it was all high school kids.
Yep.
Is there still a lot of high school kids that kind of want to come
Yeah, actually, we do still have a lot of high school kids. I have a couple of high school seniors that work for me. But yeah, my sons all started when they were young. And one of mine, he's now a microbiology major at OSU, but he actually worked here when he was 13 or 14, fixing VHS tapes. So he remembers all those days too. But yeah, no, we always, it really is like stepping back in time when you come in here. You know that. You came in today. The colors are all the same. The rack's the same. The computer's still the same. Everything is the same out there. So it's definitely a throwback.
Well, speaking of computers, so if I came in here with my Blockbuster video card and went to rent a movie,
It's not going to pull up it's not going to pull it up anymore. We don't have the national database, so we can't just automatically pull it up.
What
but
about
we
as
can
an
add
employee?
it to the system.
You can add it.
We can still add it. So if you come in here with your card, or if you come in as an ex-employee and remember your number, we can add you into the system.
Wow, and there's been a lot of famous memes that have come from Blockbuster. One of the most popular one is the guy who went to go buy alcohol.
Oh yes,
and
he showed his Blockbuster card. Yeah.
Well, speaking of, so we've got the younger people. Are they coming in? They're renting.
They are, and it's fun because for the longest time we definitely went through that influx of where everybody was kind of going to social media and they were going to, everything was streaming. Everything was on your phone, on the computer. And so we definitely had those years like everybody else does where we kind of started and we had older clientele. But the last few years, especially now with the hype of us being the last one, people are moving here and bringing their kids in and wanting them to experience that. And so we have the whole family thing going on again. And it's really kind of come full circle, and it's really kind of cool.
Yeah, we saw that today. Walking in here, it's 10:30, and there's people constantly coming by, taking photos. And it was really cool because the first guy to come in, he gave the employee that look like they both know the secret, but the employee's like, this is my everyday. But the guy was kind of like, you guys are the last one. He's like, yes, we are. So that being said, you got a lot of people coming in. What is there like a hot merch item that people just kind of want to I was here, I get, and what is that? And then also, is that stuff they can get online from you guys?
It is. So we do have a website now.
Okay.
And so they can go online and
What's
get
the
that.
website?
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's bendblockbuster.com. I always do it backwards. It's either Ben Blockbuster or Blockbuster Bend. I always do it backwards.
Well,
the
wherever
kids
we
always
post
laugh
it, if
at
we mess it up, we'll just post it on the bottom there.
There you go. But anyway, I know how embarrassing that I get that wrong. Well, here's the thing, the story behind that is that we did everything Blockbuster Bend for all of our Instagram, our Facebook, and then we had somebody who went in there and started their own and pretended to be us with blockbusterbend.com, and it wasn't us. And so when we actually set up our website, we had to tweak it and do something different. So that's why I get confused. It's really unfortunate when people do those kind of things.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not us,
Right. It's like, when athletes get big, someone goes and buys
there
all their
you
domains.
go.
To try to,
Exactly.
and then
And
you have
it
to buy
kind
it
of
back
sucks.
home.
And we didn't. I mean, I'm like, we don't have the money. I mean, we're the last one, but the reason we're the last one is because everybody else went out of business. It's like, we don't have the money to go around buying up domain names that other people are trying to steal from us. So anyway, it was kind of crazy. But yes, as far as our merchandise goes, everything we have is made either in Bend or by a Bend company. We're trying to kind of share the love, for lack of better terms, because, without the Bend community, we wouldn't still be here. And they're the ones that kind of got us through the tough times. And so, yes, as far as merchandise goes, we have stickers, which they can get online, which are great. They're a good seller. But we also have magnets that are handmade by a middle school teacher here in town. And they are, they're great. The ticket one is actually a replica of our sign outside, so it's got the little imperfections and tweaks in it from the cracks and everything in the sign. So anyway, it's pretty special.
That's awesome. And did you get a lot of stuff from other Blockbusters when Blockbusters were closing and everyone kind of knew you were the last one? I can even see some stuff in the back here.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about the. Again, if you guys remember our employees, remember the Terminator, and there was the Whoopi and Julia Roberts.
Antonio Banderas. Yep, there was Judy Foster. Yep, from Contact.
Oh, Judy Foster from Contact. Yes, absolutely.
There's all kinds of ones.
From Courage Under Fire.
Yep, I think you're right. But anyway, yes, we did get a lot of things, not so much from the corporate stores. We got a lot of computer systems and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we have 5 of our own franchise stores, and so we brought in stuff from there. But we have the John Oliver stuff from the Alaska store. We have lots of things that people have sent us from all over the country, all over the world. We've had people write us letters and send us their membership cards or old gift cards or just all kinds of memorabilia that they had at home that they wanted to be a part of the store with. We got lots of VHS tapes. People were sending us VHS tapes from all over the country, which was super funny because we don't rent VHS anymore, but it was really kind of cool what people were sending us stuff.
That question.
But then we also have people who wanted to support the store that were sending us DVDs, and we're like, yeah, we'll add them to our inventory or we'll sell them. It's still to support the store. So anyway, it was great. We've had a lot of really positive feedback from all the people.
That's awesome. And so, as an employee, I have a lot of employee questions too.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Employee picks. Do you still have employee picks?
We do still have employee picks.
Still have employee picks.
We do.
That's awesome. May I ask you what's on your list?
I don't have employee picks out there in the section. The kids all do. We didn't have enough room for everybody, so I, threw myself on.
Oh, I don't care where I was. If I was general manager, I'd be like, I'm sorry, you're new. This is my section right here.
I know, but it's about them. They're the ones that are out there every day. But my favorite movies, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, so I love Stephen King movies. Not a Stephen King one, but Mr. Brooks is one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Of course, there's Silence of the Lambs, anything that's suspenseful. I love.
On Stephen King for a bit. So he just did the show on Hulu.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock, which is based in Maine, but you have a Castle Rock out here as well.
We do, Castle Rock, Oregon.
Oh, I know. I drove by and I was like, is this? I mean, there's a lot of similarities between this state and Maine, I've noticed too, especially going around. So I thought that was really interesting.
We have a lot of creepy places. I know that now The Shining that he didn't like very much. Part of it was filmed at Timberline Lodge.
That's right.
Yep,
I've been up there. That place is creepy. Big shout out to Mount Hood out here.
Exactly.
Too. Awesome. So let's see. Let's make sure I got all my questions here. Carpet smells really bad. Yours doesn't. New releases, late fees. Oh, I had a question. So you've been here for a while. Is there a customer you have that just is like the OG customer that's been coming in forever?
We have a lot of those customers.
We used to have, and again, anyone who's worked at Blockbuster, they know what the customer we're getting into. They come. They have their routine. They come in like every 3 days. And you. And I think that's kind of one thing that people love about Blockbuster is those like, daily or weekly customers that used to come in.
We probably have, I'd say, a dozen of them that come in every single week. We know them all by name. They have their routines. We know before they get here what they're going to get. They're pretty amazing people.
That's awesome.
And a lot of them have been in different interviews for us, which was even better because I knew I could pick the phone up and call them and they'd be coming down here and talking on camera about how wonderful we were.
That's awesome. And so for the tourists that come in, do you have one question? I'm not saying it's a bit trite at this point. You get the same over, but what's the thing that people come into? Because we already know the look they come in. They're kind of like that tourist.
I know.
What's something that you get a lot from the tourists when they come in? That's
the first one is, are you really the last one? It's like yes.
Yes.
And why? How? What is the thing? And so that's kind of, how are you still a Blockbuster?
And the general for that is the community here in Bend was so awesome. They're kind of the glue to keeping this together, and obviously amazing owners, employees that
exactly. It was a good collaboration of everything.
Awesome. Well, if you guys are ever in Bend, make sure you come check out the last Blockbuster. This is Sandy. Thank you guys so much. Have a Blockbuster day.
Thanks, guys.